I'm Ben from Phong Nha Farmstay. This is Hong from Victory Road Villas. Today's video is about how to get yourself to Phong Nha Cave without me. So I'm just going to share a bit of info on how to do it. A couple of tips along the way. A video for the customers mainly from Phong Nha Farmstay and Victory Road Villas, but if you're staying anywhere in Phong Nha, it should be pretty helpful. It's a beautiful boat ride down the valley to the cave. As you can see, the boats here in the background, the same height off the waterline, because when you go into the cave up here at the high tide, these boats can just go from the first chamber into the second chamber. When you get on the boat, one of you will hit your head, and you'll remember I said this. Try not to laugh. Okay, there's 401 boats. Each house along the river has its own boat. The boats work on a roster system. So when you buy your tickets and get your boat allocated, you'll be allocated a boat number. That boat number will be your boat for the entire trip. Where you hop on the boats at the boat station, the old ferry crossing from the American War called Fa Zung Son. And the American planes would be bombing there all the time. During the American War, floating pontoon bridges and ferries, the trucks to cross the river, were towed from there up and hidden in the Phong Nha Cave to avoid American bombing. Trucks would go on this road here over the mountain into Laos, down around the DMZ back into South Vietnam, carrying all the equipment for the war. So the North Vietnamese army would tow the ferry and the pontoon bridges up and hide them in the cave. The Americans found out about this cave and started trying to shoot rockets into the cave mouth. When you come up to the cave entrance, you will see it's all scarred and broken all around the cave entrance. It's all broken on the cliff. That's from the American jets shooting rockets, trying to get rockets into the cave and trying to blow up what's in the cave. But they're missing and they're hitting the cliff. The Americans had 14 planes shot down at the front of Phong Nha Cave trying to get a rocket into the cave. Through the anti-aircraft guns all the time. They eventually got one rocket in the cave and they're very happy with themselves, because then they could stop the mission, because then they blew it up. But actually, as you go into the cave and you go through from the first chamber into the second chamber, the roof get very low, then it comes back up, and then everything was stored further in. You'll see why the Americans couldn't actually do any damage to the war effort, because they blew up the first chamber. The North Vietnamese army used that for storage. Everything was stored further in. There was a hospital on the beach, and you can hop out of the boat and walk through this area. There are two caves you can visit. The Tien Son cave will require walking up the stairs. Everyone that goes up there says they're glad they did and really enjoyed it. And those that don't go up there will never know. The Phong Nha cave is a boat cave. As you approach the entrance to Phong Nha Cave, the engine will be turned off and they will row you 1 kilometre into the cave. As you leave the cave, you'll be asked to hop out of the boat and walk the last few hundred metres. As you walk up the stairs to Tien Son Cave, if you choose to go up there, the stairs will get really steep and ridiculously tall. A lot of people make the mistake of turning around at that point and going back. Don't do that, because at the point where they become ridiculously tall and ridiculously steep, you're actually already made it. Tien Son Cave is 80,000 dong and the Phong Nha Cave is 150,000 dong. The boats seat up to 12 people. When you buy your tickets, if you're sharing a boat, make sure that you're sharing a boat with the people who are doing the same amount of caves. Otherwise, some people will have to wait while others go up to the other cave. If you choose to do this, you can wait in a coffee shop while the half of the group go up and see the Tien Son Cave. Victory Road Villas is located 800 metres upstream from the boat station. If you want to hop out of the boat at Victory Road Villas on the way back and save yourself 800 metres walk, keep your eye out for this floating restaurant as a landmark on your way back, because this is where you want to stop and hop out just past the floating restaurant at these terracotta stairs. Simply walk up the stairs and straight into the Victory Road Villas. If you're staying at the Phong Nha Farmstay, you're welcome to use the pool towels and the swimming pool at Victory Road Villas.